Hello everyone, Denise Carpenter from ReikiAssociates.com here, and today we're going to continue on with the playlist Becoming and Staying Present. And I've noticed over the last few weeks, I would say kind of since the winter solstice, there are more and more people coming into my practice with that element of fear, of unknown, of not sure what's next, how to handle this, agitation, increased anxiety, and they're just unsure what to do with it. So I'd like to address that today with this very gentle suggestion. So if you feel your mind is becoming clouded or overrun, or you're just having too many fear thoughts, there's that whole teaching around how many layers of consciousness we have. So we have our own individual consciousness, and then there's a layer of collective consciousness. And I have to say, in the world right now, on our beautiful planet Earth, there's quite a level of fear in that collective consciousness. So what I would like to suggest is, if you notice over the day, or you wake up in the morning, or you wake up in the middle of the night, and your first response is fear, like, oh, what's going to be next, or what's going to happen next, or I don't know how to handle this, or you're nervous about maybe the next person coming into your store or your practice, or how you're going to handle something at home. What I would like to suggest is, as soon as you feel that contraction of fear, before you respond or react, go inside and ask yourself this question: is that mine, or is that the collective? And then what you do next is, it's the first thing that comes to you. So if you go inside, you start to feel a bit of anxiety, and you go inside and you go, oh, is that mine? And if you get no, let it go. And then what you're going to do next, if you get a no, you're going to take the energy of that, whatever that is, wherever you're feeling it. Let's say you feel it in your solar plexus, or you feel it in your heart chakra, you feel it in your throat. Just take about 30 seconds. Place your hands on where you're feeling it in your body, and then just direct unconditional love toward it. Just love it. Love it, 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 love it. So that's if it's fear, if it's a fear that you're picking up from the collective. Now you may think, I'm not an intuitive, I'm not a sensitive, I'm not an empath, but I'm going to put out there that we all have some level of tapping into that. That's one of the ways we just are able to go through our day-to-day life with other people here on this planet. So the other thing that would come up you're gonna feel what you feel, and oh, there's that anxiety, there's that feel, there's that contraction, that feeling of contraction. You're gonna go in and ask, is that mine? And you get yes. Now what do you do with it? And it's basically the same thing. And it's usually something from an experience that's happened to you somewhere where you've grown up, either childhood, teens, early adults, all of that. We all have these life experiences. Life is life. And sometimes the experience of life is very pleasant, and sometimes the experience of life is not. And if we've had unpleasant life experiences, or what we would deem unpleasant life experiences, whatever they may be, then sometimes that fear isn't allowed to finish processing through our system. We've kind of locked it in with, whatever that is. We take a gasp in, or we take a breath in, and then somehow we can lock it into our cells. And what our body's looking for when it brings that up for us is a release, is that out breath. So as we go through those chaotic or traumatic experiences, it's we've locked it in, so now let's give it an exhale breath. So that process would look like, oh, I'm feeling anxiety, I'm feeling fear, I'm feeling the contraction. I'm going to go in. Is that my feeling? Yes. Now I'm just going to, sometimes your body will give you kind of like a little memory of what it's about. And if that happens, you're just going to start bringing unconditional love to that memory. So what we're looking to do there is raise the frequency of that experience. So fear frequency is under 100 hertz, and we want to start bringing it up into 400 hertz, 500 hertz, 600 hertz if we can, so that the experience becomes, rather than having an emotional component to it, the experience just remains an experience. It's something we've gone through, but we're not emotionally tied. Our body isn't emotionally tied to it anymore by that. We've let it go with that, oh, that's mine. Okay, what's that about? I'm going to go in. Oh, I see myself at age 9. That's when my sister died. So I'm going to, that's grief. Oh, there I am in that place of grief, deep grief that's masking itself as fear. So then what am I going to do with that? I'm going to go back and just start loving that aspect of self, or that part of me that's that 9-year-old little girl that went through that. And then the day comes when I can think of that process, or you can think of that experience, and then, yeah, it was one of those experiences. It's something we went through, but the reaction in your body is no longer one of constriction. It'll stay more neutral, would be my explanation of that. So this is a little bit of a deeper, or a bit of a different idea on how to become and stay present in this very chaotic time that we're in. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to discuss it further, go to the contact page on my website, ReikiAssociates.com. Send me an email, and we can either do a session over the phone or over Zoom, or I don't know if we're going to be allowed to come in for sessions right now. We're heading back into another lockdown. So just contact me some way and we'll find a way to work through it. So it was good to chat with you today, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.